Many people were affected by the data breach of the Packers Pro Shop website. The Department of Ag, Trade, and Consumer Protection says more than 8,500 people are impacted. The breach includes people who made credit card purchases on the site on September 23rd or 24th and between October 3rd and the 23rd. People who were affected will receive a letter in the mail. Packers are offering free credit monitoring and identity theft protection for 3 years.